Yo, what is up guys? This is Pedro here, and in today's video I will be talking about how Washington football team rookies Benjamin St-Juste and Darrick Forrest are turning heads during OTAs, and also I will be talking about something that Terry McLaurin is working on to take his game to the next level and much more. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content. So let's get right into the video, and before we start, make sure you guys check out our NFF Designs. He made a really cool YouTube banner for me. Go ahead and check him out. His link will be in the description. Thanks to him. So far, two players that have really stood out for the Washington football team during OTAs have been rookies Benjamin St-Juste and Darrick Forrest. They both have had 2 picks each, at least. We've seen both of them from Darrick Forrest, and I'll show it, one of them in a little bit right here. And also Benjamin St-Juste had 2 picks while covering Terry McLaurin. So we're going to be talking about them and some notes from some of the media members on these players during OTA. So we'll go ahead and start with Benjamin St-Juste, who of course we drafted in the 3rd round, I think with our 74th pick. And John Kine says he's been moving pretty well on the field. His eyes have been in the right place during zone coverage, and he's always ready to react, which is great. He has that length also, which is really going to help him. He's had 2 picks so far, that we know of, and both of them were while he was covering Terry, and he's been covering Terry for, a lot of these OTA sessions, so he's getting some really good practice in there. And if he's playing pretty well against Terry, I mean, I can't wait to see him, during the preseason and regular season against this other competition, because if he's playing well against Terry, then I think he's going to fare pretty well against these other receivers. And, if he can, because a lot of people, myself included, I thought it was a solid pick, but I thought, it might take a while for him really to get into form. But if he continues to play well, there's a possibility that he starts this season, maybe week 1 or week 2. And if he's starting, then you have him and William Jackson on the outside, and Kendall Fuller in the slot, which I think he's better in the slot. And that would be really good, in my opinion, to have those 3 starting at those 3 spots. I think Benjamin St-Juste is really going to surprise people. I love his work ethic, I love his personality as well, and I can't wait to see, how he continues to progress this off season, because he seems like a really smart guy, and this is OTAs, so I can't wait to see, 7 weeks from now in training camp what he does. So Darrick Forrest, moving on real quick to Darrick Forrest before we get to Terry McLaurin. Darrick Forrest, drafted in the 5th round, safety, can play free safety, strong safety, but brought in here primarily to play special teams. At least that's what Jack Del Rio said. He's going to start on special teams because he was a captain at Cincinnati and played really well there at special teams, but also at the both safety positions. I'll go ahead and show this pick right here before we talk about him a little bit more. So I'll show it a little bit. It was more of like a tip drill kind of thing. He's gotten 2 interceptions off of deflections, and hey, that's what you want to see. He's been at the right place at the right time so far. We've seen 2 of those, and if he continues to do this, he could carve a pretty good role for him, maybe get some snaps early on defense, and obviously he's gonna make the team and make a big impact on special teams right away. But if he continues to do this, would not be surprised to see him get a significant amount of snaps. He's kind of giving me Cameron Curl vibes, not necessarily on the same type of player, but what was happening last year, especially early on, what we were hearing from what Cameron Curl was doing during OTA, or not during OTAs, but during training camp. I think I'm really interested to see what Darrick Forrest can do, because I think he brings a lot to the table and could be a steal in the 5th round. Let's see what he does. Again, same with all of these rookies, including Jarrett Patterson and Sammis Reyes. Let's see what they do with this knowledge, and let's see how they incorporate it into their game coming back into training camp, because that's what they got to do, especially off topic, but especially someone like Sammis Reyes, who never played football before. He really has to implement stuff that Pete Hainer is telling him over these next 7 weeks. And I think if Benjamin St-Juste and Darrick Forrest do this, I really think that they can be significant contributors early on this season. So now let's talk about Terry McLaurin, something that he's working on to take his game to the next level. So he's been working on his releases off the line with former NFL receiver Doug Baldwin. There's a lot of film out on me now. If I can win at the line, that definitely gives me an advantage. That's something I wanted to hone in on coming into this year, and I absolutely love this by Terry. I mean, he's great. He's, an elite wide receiver in my opinion, but still knows there's things in his game, areas in his game that he needs to improve on, and that's what he's doing. And, Doug Baldwin, great receiver. I believe he was undrafted, played for Seattle, great career, and, he was always, and this is a comment right here, that Doug Baldwin was always fantastic at beating press at the line of scrimmage. So I really like this by Terry. He's getting help from someone that is very good with his release and is a veteran wide receiver. So I really like this by Terry, working on something and, that he needs to improve on slightly. I mean, still think he has a great release, but also, that mindset. I love that. And I think that, those are the players we're, trying to bring in here. These guys aren't satisfied with being good. These guys want to be great. And I think Terry, Chase Young, and others fit into that mold, and I love the culture we are building here. So can't wait to see what he does this year with Ryan Fitzpatrick throwing him the ball, or even obviously Ryan Fitzpatrick most likely going to start, but if someone else comes in, it's going to be better than what we had last season. I think Terry's going to probably have his biggest year of his career, 1,200, 1,300 plus yards, because he's going to get some solid quarterback play this year. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and comment down below, what do you guys think about Benjamin St-Juste and Darrick Forrest? Do you guys think they will make big impacts right away? And what do you think their role will be starting out the season? And again, a huge shout out to RNFF Designs. Go ahead, check him out on Twitter. Makes great Washington football team, designs. So check him out, and I appreciate him for making that channel banner for me. Peace, guys.